Double RT Boxing, Mr. A, doing a post-fight recap on Gervonta Davis versus Fonseco. The winner, Gervonta Davis, but no longer champion Gervonta Davis. So as you all pretty much just caught up on, Gervonta Davis came in his fight 2 pounds overweight, lost his belt on the scales. Really bad. I get into that really quick segment. That's just really, really bad. Mayweather put a lot of money on this guy, promoted him pretty good, got him in the spotlight pretty well, took him over to England, got him that crowd, fan base. Mayweather pushed this guy pretty well. And for him just to drop the ball on a big stage, that's bad. Can it be fixed? Yeah, but it's bad. I went into this fight. If you go listen to the breakdown and predictions, for those who didn't listen, you kind of know Mr.A here went into that fight knowing Gervonta Davis wasn't going to look good. I told you it's going to go unanimous decision. Francisco is going to show he's going to give it to Davis. I told you this was going to be a fight. Everyone was saying how it was going to be a bummish. Who is this bum? I'll let you guys know it was going to be a fight. And me personally, I had Francisco winning rounds 1, 2, maybe you could give 3 to Davis, maybe. But I had the first 4 rounds for Francisco, and I had round 6 for Francisco. Yeah, in those rounds, Davis was hitting him hard, and he hit him some shots that was hard, but I didn't give the whole maybe 20 seconds flurry or 30-second flurry with like 3 hard hits. I didn't say that outworked everything Francisco did the prior minute and a half, 2 minutes before that. Moving around the ring, the body shots, the hook shots he was doing on Davis, the way he was holding him to slow him down. I weigh all that stuff into points. And I thought Davis' little flurries, his little hard hits here and there, patches, just wasn't enough for me. And like I said, round 1, Francisco came out with a good body shot. He was doing 1-2. He was doing a little body stab. Trying to he established body work quickly to try and slow down Davis. As you can see, he was using the ring, kind of making Davis move around, making Davis reach. I told you Davis reaches a lot. He's so fast that he's able to catch up with his second hand. And I think this kind of exposed Francisco. Kind of exposed him. Francisco was taking his punches pretty well. Francisco said at the end of this fight that I don't know if he was just throwing numbers out there or did his camp find out that Davis came in the ring at 160. If that's true, wow. How many of you guys seeing that fight was like, is this like a Broner all over again? Is Davis, were we overhyping him? Were we giving him too much credit too fast? Is he that fighter, or he just looks like that fighter? Because watching that fight was like watching Broner versus Granados or someone. Like I thought you were gonna be better than this, and Granados was giving him that good fight. And you're like, dude, I thought Gervonta was going to be better than this. And Francisco was just putting that good fight on it. Maybe it's a little just overhyped. He's not who we thought he is, But in round 1, Francisco is coming out. He gave him good body work, gave him a good body jab. Round 2, he was moving around, making Davis' move. He was nullifying his power with all the movement. Like I said, in round 3 could have been a toss-up round. Like I said, Davis had one good burst. It was about 20, 30 seconds, a hook, some uppercuts. But even with all that, Francisco answered it kind of back, and not as with powerful shots, but he answered it with a nice flurry, his own little combinations, his own hooks. There was nothing in here. In this fight, there was never a moment where Davis completely controlled a round. Like I said, in the rounds, like I said, I gave Davis round 5 and 6. He won those rounds, but he didn't just dominate that whole round. Francisco did something. It just those 2 rounds, Davis had more of. It wasn't just a burst. And then round 4, to me, in round 4, you could see it mentally. I want to say even in round 2, maybe even Davis kind of picks Francisco up and kind of like carries him around the ring. When you see fighters do shit like that, they're already defeated very early in the stage of the fight. They know, like, oh, I can't beat this guy. I don't have more skill than this guy, and they're trying to get into the fighters' heads. That's how I look at it. In round 4, when Davis is starting to do the behind the back stuff, trying to showboat stuff, I think Francisco hit him, and Davis would try to do like, oh, you hurt me, and try to act it out like he was wibbly wobbly on the dance, trying to show the crowd up and do stuff like that. Francisco was hurting him. He was beating him to the body, beating him to the punch, moving around the ring, making the fight hard, and Davis was trying to anyway win the crowd back, show Francisco it wasn't affecting him, but mentally he was being beaten. Davis is still that street kid. He still has that mentality, and those type of street people, when you could be in their face and show that I'm not scared of the argument, I'm not scared of the fight right here on the concrete sidewalk, you get an edge on them. So when Francisco was in that ring, answering the back, body shots, jabbing him, moving around the ring, making it his fight, it was tough for Davis. No one's ever made it their fight. It was always Davis's fight. What does Davis want to do? That was Francisco's fight. He was controlling that fight. And then, like I said, I had him winning. And all of a sudden, in round 7, he got hit behind the head. Was it hard? Was it? I don't know. But he got caught with a good body shot first. Then he got cracked behind the head. It was a head. It like I said, we don't know. We always said Davis hits hard as hell. We always said Davis has speed and power. So why is it when that speed and power hits someone behind the head, we're like, oh, he's faking it? But every other punch, that speed and power is real. So how do you want to look at it? Was it a fake behind the head? Or does Davis not have speed and power? It can't be both, Speed and power, and he hits hard. Then he hit him behind the head hard. Or he don't have power, and he's selling the behind the head because he hit him behind the head. It all depends. Now it's you're the judge. Does Davis have power enough to hurt someone hitting him behind the head in the middle of a fight? You're moving around, the blood's rushing around, you're breathing heavy. It's your call. Now, when he's on the ground and he mushed him the second time, maybe Francisco's trying to sell that a little more than my liking. But hey, Davis put himself in the wrong situation to be judged. And I was really disappointed that the fight ended that way. I'm not gonna lie. I was pissed off at Francisco. I thought he was gonna get up to get knocked down or something, get up to get knocked out. I was disappointed the fight ended that way because, like I said, I thought going at the rate right now, I think Francisco would have beat him. I think he would have beat him. I don't think Davis was going to come on any stronger to knock him out. I don't think it was happening. I think Davis' tank was emptying, and I think you would have saw a lesser and lesser performance coming from Davis. He might have cracked him eventually with a lucky shot, maybe, but boxing wise, I think you would have started seeing him look a little more sluggish and Francisco land a little more dominating shots. That's what my prediction of how the fight was turning. So disappointed that Fonseco couldn't finish or didn't finish. That's just my post-fight recap. Davis did win, 7th round TKO. He knocked Francisco Fonseco down in the 7th round. It's a questionable call, but Francisco never got up, and the winner, Gervonta Davis, but no longer IBF champ. He lost that belt on the scales. So again, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for giving a thumbs up. You guys are so nice for that. I will always mention that, and thank you guys. And enjoy all future content right here on Double RT Boxing, baby.